Honorable Speaker, I can hear the Honorable Pukose attempting to guide you on the leader of majority and the leader of minority representing both sides. And
he's a masquerade. Ignore him.
he's eager to do what he is very good at doing. But this motion, Honorable Speaker, is a very important motion. As proposer and seconder have said, it offers the nation of Kenya a very good opportunity to continue accessing the EU market. And you know, Honorable Speaker, since 2014-2016, we have been able to access the EU market on duty and quota-free status, but without the requisite legal statutes that we are now getting with the signing of this EPA agreement between Kenya, the EU, as Kenya being a member of the EAC community. And Honorable Speaker, you remember from 2016, there has been a struggle between us and our partner states in the East African community when we attempted to convince all the EAC countries to sign the EPA agreement as it were in 2016, by October of 2016. And there were reservations by a number of our partner states. And Honorable Speaker, this culminated now into the nation of Kenya going to negotiate as part of the EAC community a separate agreement to sign as part of the broader EAC agreement between EAC partner states and the EU. Honorable Speaker, this agreement was signed last year in December, and Honorable Speaker, its ratification by this House will now offer us a very good opportunity to continue accessing the EU market for most of our imports, or rather exports, Honorable Speaker, not imports. That many of our exports, both manufactured items and non-manufactured items, including some raw materials that we export, like tea and coffee that we export to the EU nations, Honorable Speaker, we'll be able to access those markets. Even for our manufactured products, Honorable Speaker, many products that were not able to access the EU market without paying duty and without having the duty-free access to many European nations will be able to now access our European partner states or our European EU nations that are part of the EU APA agreement, quota-free and duty-free, Honorable Speaker. And this, Honorable Speaker, gives our manufacturing sector a very good footing, Honorable Speaker. Under the Kenya Kwanza Manifesto, Honorable Speaker, we did commit to what we call import and export substitution, Honorable Speaker, to ensure that we are able first to export as many products as we can out of the country and to be able to substitute by manufacturing locally what we have been exporting from different countries, including the many products that are being imported from China and other countries, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, with this kind of agreement, Honorable Speaker, we shall be able to grow our manufacturing. We are able to export manufactured products into the European economies, Honorable Speaker. And this reinforces what the government has been trying to do, Honorable Speaker, in ensuring that we have larger reserves of our forex reserves, Honorable Speaker. And by exporting more to the EU, we'll be getting more euros, more pounds, and more of foreign exchange, Honorable Speaker, coming into our economy, and therefore further strengthening our shilling. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I have seen many people argue that there are no fundamentals that are supporting the strengthening of the shilling against the dollar. And the fundamentals that people are looking for are agreements and ratification of agreements like this that will allow Kenyan manufacturers, Kenyan farmers to access the EU market, bring in more foreign exchange, and therefore further strengthen the Kenyan shilling. Therefore, I want to assure the people of Kenya that now with the ratification of this agreement, Honorable Speaker, our foreign reserves will become stronger, our shilling will continue to appreciate and become strong against the other world hard currencies, Honorable Speaker, and also assure the people of Kenya that they have a market for goods that they produce locally. And that assurance of a market guarantees jobs to Kenyan people, to our Kenyan youth, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, when we say that we shall be deliberate in ensuring that we create jobs for people, it is not just in what we are doing here in housing and other infrastructure projects. It is even in the ratification of such agreements that will ensure that our manufacturing sector grows and creates more jobs for our youth. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I want to support and urge members to support the ratification of this protocol or this EPA agreement. It is a very good opportunity for the people of Kenya, for our traders, for our manufacturers to be able to access the EU partner states markets. And Honorable Speaker, I know there are many people who are struggling to get access to markets around the world, but they would not access these markets because of the duties, protective duties that are put by other states on goods coming from other countries. And this quota and duty-free access to the EU market is indeed a great opportunity for our country, and we must take advantage of it. And therefore, I support, Honorable Speaker, as I also take this opportunity to welcome the delegation from the British Army Training Unit and commend them for the good work that they have been doing and the partnership that they have offered the Kenyan military, even in training and collaboration in securing not just this region and our country, but also in the fight against terrorism in the region and the world at large. I welcome this delegation from the British Army and welcome them to the National Assembly. And also take this opportunity as the leader of majority to assure them that we shall continue to partner with the British Army, and we appreciate the support that they have offered also to the people of Laikipia, and encourage them that the training unit should offer more corporate social responsibility projects to the people of Laikipia, where they are training from, as part of the CSR activities in the region. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I support.
Minority Leader.
The Honorable Speaker, let me join my colleagues in supporting this motion and proceed to say that this, in my view, is the way forward. Honorable Speaker, you know, regions the world over are consolidating their markets for competitiveness, and therefore we can no longer just sit back and say that it is enough for us to stay alone and protect our market. This protectionist ideology is no longer useful, Honorable Speaker, if you ask me. And by ratifying this agreement, the economic partnership agreement between the European Union and Kenya, we are positioning Kenya to be able to access a huge market. As you all know, Honorable Speaker, the European Union is a very big market, very big market. And if you ask yourselves how difficult it would have been if you were to negotiate and engage every member state of the European Union, how difficult a task that would be. And therefore, the concept of regions, countries coming together to form blocks and unions is very timely and very important. And this partnership agreement is going to help, if utilized properly, if we take proper advantage of this agreement, it's going to help really to enhance our exports. We still have a lot of areas in this country that are yet to be harnessed, especially in the rural areas. Honorable Speaker, you know I come from the fishing community, and our fish resources have not been beneficial to us. They have also not been beneficial to the communities living in the coast region. Entering into this agreement, that is one such way of ensuring that we assure adequate market for not only fish, but many other products, both raw and manufactured. Of course, we insist that we only export materials that we have added value to, for us to reap the maximum benefit. So our manufacturers are likely to benefit immensely. Honorable Speaker, it is not easy. It's not easy to penetrate some of these markets. It's not easy at all. And you've seen how we have struggled as a country since we got our independence, to be able to gain a foothold in the international market for most of our products that we produce in this country. And therefore, this is a move that is worth supporting. But let me also say this. The lethargy we see within the East African community is not doing us good. We need, as the East African community, to be more proactive. And to start understanding that the world is changing very, very fast. I still see a lot of